Gatos. Allegedly, in America, alcoholism and driving under the influence is still a concern. Still a large concern. I really hope that autopilot technology gets better to the point to where people don't need to operate a vehicle anymore. I feel like with rideshare services being so prevalent and readily available, driving under the influence shouldn't be an acceptable option at all. Like I feel like you're just automatically a POS human if you do it. But Tennessee, the state of Tennessee, thinks they know the solution. They know the solution. So, allegedly, Tennessee pushes to ban the sale of cold beer to decrease DUIs. That's right. And the state of Tennessee, you will no longer be potentially be able to uh, buy cold beer. It'll be hot or room temperature. Uh, a pint of contention. Good job. Good job with the pun, New York Post. The Tennessee legislators seek to ban the sale of cold beer in the state. The proposal SB 2636 was introduced on January 31st to decree that a person or entity holding a beer permit shall not refrigerate or cold beer at retail. So, if they're selling the product, it cannot be sold refrigerated. Does a lot of Europeans not drink cold beer? I don't know. EU boys. We have plenty of EU boys in the chat. Is beer traditionally sold cold in the EU? The biggest complaints from beer drinkers is warm beer. Stuff's meant to be cold. Yeah, it's just forcing you to purchase it, take it home, refrigerate it in order to consume it. Retailers cannot sell it cold. It's just basically adding extra steps. Not to mention if you've already invested in the refrigeration technology. The bill was passed in the Senate, which is now being referred to a committee, according to the state website. The bill is motivated by a push to decrease DUIs incidents in the state. Sometimes, like if you buy a 20 packet in a supermarket, it's not going to be refrigerated. But if you go to a local store, they have coolers full of 4 packs. Okay, so apparently they do sell it cold in the EU. But like if you go to a pub box, is the beer they serve you in the pint glass going to be cold? Traditionally. At least in the UK, you can buy a warm or cold beer in most places. Interesting. Okay. We see evidence in accidents where alcohol is found in the car, beer cans and beer bottles, a politician explained. Is it just going to be beer? Is it just going to be bub? At the pub, it's always cold unless a crap pub. Okay. Thank you. But business owners are concerned about the bill's proposal to put a chill on their business. True. That would be very detrimental to our brewery and our beer business, says Andy Ashby, owner of Memphis Made Brewing. Convenience store and grocery stores are a key part of the enterprise, Ashley explained, and shoppers largely prefer cold beer. They're saying in beer sales, cold is gold, he noted. The bill would have a huge impact. Packages and sales somewhere around 40 to 50% of our sales, and 90% of that is cold. Okay, 90% of their sales are cold beer sales. If the bill passes, Memphis plans to contact the Tennessee Brewer Guild and hopefully push back on the move. Ashley told the outlet. They're being very proactive in helping craft beers across the state, working with them, working with bigger breweries, and figuring out a way to work around this. However, you look at it, he explained, Tennessee's Brewer Guild Senator Rep Grant did not immediately respond to the post's request or comment on it. There was actually a new invention idea during the winter to warm up your beer, not too hot. Some liked it, some didn't. Oh, interesting. That grocery stores in the U.S. Canada do not sell alcohol in grocery stores. It varies state to state. Little Hollow. Each state it's different. Like Arizona, for instance, is one of the. I know Arizona to be one of like the most liberal as far as sales go. You can go to a grocery store and buy beer or alcohol anytime or day. Uh, any time of night or day. Like it's just there. You can go to a 24-hour Walmart and buy a handle and a case at 4 a.m. and that's just the norm. I've also seen Texas, which is pretty wild in my opinion, that there's still drive-through liquors, and you literally can go to a drive-through liquor store, and they will get a plastic bag and you roll up and you could say like, give me a case of Bud Light. They'll ask you, do you want it iced? And you can say yes. And what they will do is they will take that 12 pack of Bud Light, open it up, empty out all the cans into this plastic bag with several scoopfuls of ice, so you have a makeshift cooler. And you can then take your plastic bag and then throw that in your actual cooler, or just treat it like a cooler and drive to your next destination and have ice cold beer. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Oh, I missed a bunch of comments. Sorry, guys. That baffled me when I went to the US and saw alcohol at Walmart. True. We have cold and room temperature beer in most grocery stores in Poland as well as the UK. We can only buy alcohol up to 3.5% in grocery stores here. Oh, that's in Sweden. Interesting. Time to get a redneck or a mini fridge to work off a cigarette lighter. True, Bam Chickadee. That's neat. I've never seen something like this. Aren't there places that are still serving alcoholic drinks mixed and drive-through in the States? Yes, there are still some states you can still get a cocktail made for you and get it. I think those are very few and far between. Yeah, because driving alcohol drive-through mix well. Exactly, the Lala. Exactly. Ice and igloo sales in Tennessee are about to go to the roof. True, Bam Chickadee. True. I find it wild though. Like I honestly find it wild that across the U.S. it varies so much. And here Tennessee's like, I know. Let's give them hot beer. That way, they won't drink it immediately or while in the vehicle, because now they have to go. Now they have to go refrigerate it. And also, there's a couple devices for this exact issue. There's a couple devices for this. There's what's called a reverse microwave is what they're called. Like they don't know what to call it. Essentially, it was a device that. Where's the actual one? Oh, here's like a portable version.
The reverse microwave does exactly what its name says. The reverse of a regular microwave. Instead of warming something up, it freezes or chills drinks. This microwave uses a stop-start rotational sequence. This makes the microwave able to spin your drink around without fizzing. The object is spun around in water to keep its original state and not leaving it a frozen block, but while also bringing down its temperature. Depending on which type you buy, different brands work differently, but while also having the same outcome. Example, Coca-Cola created a machine that freezes and slushies your drink. You put your drink or cup on the platform and it vibrates the bottle, which sends an invisible shiver through the liquid, which forms ice crystals in a fraction of a second, which leaves your drink slushed for you to enjoy.
Like, I've seen this one
Wave able to
because you're supposed to like put your drink in there, but you're also supposed to put ice cubes in there. And yeah, it spins your beverage and chills it like within 30 seconds to a minute. Now they'll have a use case for a true bev chickadee. They'll have a use case. I've also seen like products that use like the Coke one that's basically a mini fridge essentially that gets really cold really fast. It uses a ton of energy. And I've also seen like a bucket like one that fits a wine bottle that spins it and chills it within like a minute or two. So micro chill, yep. So yeah. Turns out Tennessee thinks they know the answer. But don't worry, Gatos. The technology exists. The technology exists.